Trojans offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
And I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He wants to throw. He's going for the big play. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans.
Number 27.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Troy, 7. Cincinnati, 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will go to work for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
It might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's hauled in at the 10. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Trojans are in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. They've got to get back to doing what you do best, throw the ball.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Looking to scramble. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 16, set to advance on the football.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Cincinnati offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Yoder. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Jones wants to throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit.
Number 12 on the field goal.
Field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas was far from the friendly confines of Fayetteville, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Zings it complete to the right. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Pass interference. Offense.
The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Beckham. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Trojans line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to the ground game on the left. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Going to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap.
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Troy, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early in this one. They just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Up-tempo for the offense. Defense showing blitz here. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. The Bearcats are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Jones wants to throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. And the Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
At the 5-yard line.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He wants to go deep. And he hauls it in at the 30. Touchdown, Troy! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. He can find the end zone. Now 60 career touchdown catches.
I mean, that is just silly that this guy is always finding ways to get in the end zone. Like, you know they want to take him away. He is the focal point. 60 touchdowns, you know they're going to throw it to him. Palmer keeps making plays.
And David, throughout his career, we've seen defenses try everything to stop this guy. They've bracketed him, double coverage, man coverage, zone coverage. It doesn't matter. He's the ultimate weapon. 60 touchdown catches is so good.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're trying to get to him. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Bearcats in the hurry up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. A 3rd and long coming up here. Jones to throw. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Bearcats will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tosses it back. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Cincinnati, 6.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. On the ground, it's Thomas. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Gives it to the back on the draw. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got his man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Jones wants to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The new set of downs after the completion. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Number 14, set to kick off.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle of the field. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Right back to the well. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Trojans are on the move. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The running back carry. He's going down at the 16-yard line. Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Ball in the air. Intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover.
The Bearcats take
Great opportunity for his offense.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game, but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on 2nd and long from the 13. Jones to throw. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. He looks that one in nicely. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Working that left side now. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And man, this quarterback has had a day with that pass. He goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Leaves it with the back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He'll try it again. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Jones wants to throw it. He caught it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blocking. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down.
29 Philly.
They go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Touch pass on the run. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort.